Okay, we're live streaming right now. We're live streaming right now. What's happening, people? I'm what you need. You're looking at my channel. If you guys like what you're seeing, don't forget you can subscribe and share the videos. I'm testing out something right now. So since I'm testing it out, I decided let's talk some boxing. So you guys can talk some boxing with me. Yeah, so what's happening, people? Okay, so far so good. We're talking hot topics right now. And right now, you can decide what you think is hot, what's not. What we want to talk about is basically what we are going to talk about. I'm trying to find the limits of this thing. So just present a topic to me, and we're gonna start chopping it up. All the way in the back of the house, as you can see. I'm gonna walk all the way up to the riverbed. Get this smoke. You were ahead of the curve on Canelo versus Andre. Says get this smoke. Yes, brother. Peace to you, brother. I'm outdoors, as you can see. Beautiful tropical place. Yeah, as I said before, you know, Canelo, I said it and I'll say it again. He needed to face Demetrius Andre. You know, he needed to face Demetrius Andre. Looks like Charlo be looking at Andre now as a possible option, so that's good. Charlo and Andre fighting. Any one of those big dogs fighting one another is a good thing, you know. But I'm excited really for the two biggest dogs in boxing today, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. That's going to be a hell of a fight. And hopefully that really smashes pay-per-view. You know, it does really great pay-per-view because that's a pay-per-view worthy fight. And it's going to be exciting. So here I am outdoors testing out a system right now. I'm testing out a system that I just began. So I can almost move almost anywhere. This system's so fucking powerful. I can basically stream from anywhere. So I can be outdoors, I can be indoors. I'm not restricted by anything. Let me just show you guys around while this is going on. Shout out to Get This Smoke. My brother, I haven't been able to talk to you in a long time, but I'm now mobile somewhat. Trying to save costs on things. And now I'm just testing out my Wi-Fi, a new Wi-Fi router I put in there. It's a very fucking powerful Wi-Fi. So I'm walking away from my house right now, and the signal's still strong. It's kind of crazy. I might get all the way into the field. That's near to the house. It's like a fucking radio signal. Anyways, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Woo! Yo, Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko. That's another hot fight, man. That's another hot fight for sure. You know, we're hearing about Gary Russell Jr. going to jump up into the lightweight division. Even Leo Santa Cruz wants to get a piece of the action. You know what I'm saying? So that's an exciting fight. No doubt about it. Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko is going to be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. What I'm planning to do in the back here, this is the back of my house. You guys can't see it. Monster versus Rigo. I'm not so excited for Monster versus Rigo as I'm more excited for Monster versus the Filipino kid. What's his name? That looks like a good fight. Looks like a good ass fight, man. Okay, so it's still kind of plain, but we're working on painting up in the back and putting down some more grass. This is just still miserable. I did some patches of grass in here. You see that there? Just little patches of grass. I'm trying to put a lawn, not grass, but just grass down. It's like out here. Out there looks. There's some garbage and shit around. I was trying to move it out of the way, and then it's a lot of work. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez versus We got a lot of exciting fights this year that's gonna go down. You know, you know, uh, a lot of exciting fights coming up, but right now my focus is on Wilder versus Fury, which is gonna happen in almost next to no time. So looking forward to that. Who do I got with Monster versus Rigo? I got Monster. I got Naoya Inoue versus Rigo. Rigo's too old now. I watched him. Hey man, Steve William Crawl, what's up? I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, man? So this is sunny Trinidad here. This is the mango tree right here. It's not bearing anything right now, even though it's mango season. It's been very dry. You still there? Yeah, we still there, man. We still bubbling. We trying to upgrade things. We're busy doing work on various projects to get things in order. Shout out to Bawadis. What's up, man? What's up? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, been trying to upgrade a lot of things. Yeah, you know, in boxing's a beautiful sport. I am not going to give it up anytime soon. We're still training. Oh, you guys want to see? I'm always in training mode. Watch this shit. I'm always in training mode. I'm in shape. That's right. I still train. I don't train like in terms of like boxing itself. I don't train. But I damaged my arm. I think I damaged my rotator cuff. So I had to be careful how I use my range of motion on my arm. And then I damaged my wrist in punching. Punched a wall wrong, and I think I sprained my wrist, and it's still injured to this day. But yeah, I know you're not supposed to just punch walls. You should be using gloves and shit, but it's what it is. But I'm still training. Shout out to you from the UK. Hey man, you guys got to come down to the Caribbean, man. We got good weed down here. I'm just joking. No, but seriously, we do. We have the purest kind of weed. Like, they don't put all those chemicals inside of the weed. You know what I'm saying? It's really good stuff. And as they're legalizing it down here, you know, this is not the States. This is not Miami. This is Trinidad. We're in the Caribbean, man. We're in the Caribbean. In beautiful Trinidad. Right now, it's going to be carnival season. So, it's going to be really good. I cannot smoke weed. I drive trains. Well, you don't have to smoke weed. That's the other thing about it. You don't have to smoke weed. Actually, I don't use it, but there's an oil that you use. Okay, there's the thick kind, and then there's the kind that's diluted down. And you can give your kids, you can give everybody that. It helps you a lot. It helps your metabolism, it helps your health, and you get a nice feeling, but you're not you don't lose cognition, and you're not slowed down or anything by it. There's a lot of science that goes behind marijuana now. It's actually a good medicine. I use a lot of. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys around as I'm talking. You know, we got different plants up in here because I deal with a lot of plants. Well, this plant got below to the side. And while you guys buy aloe vera and stuff, I actually grow the aloes. You know, we got that right there. Aloe tree right there. See what I'm saying? So and this is moringa here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, I got thyme. I got all kinds of things here. You see? Afternoon. How you doing? Afternoon. Yeah. So, you know, we do different things. I was just testing out the internet just to see how far it would go. You can smoke weed, but let me just tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something about weed, right? I'm not really into the smoking of it because of the particulates that still get into your lungs. But it's very good for many things, man. For disease prevention, it's very, very good, you know. And this in the back here is the plants I take care of. These are bougainvilleas. All right. I just showed you guys the aloes. There's some more aloes here, but I gotta prune it. So aloe vera is very good. You guys know that. Use it on your skin and stuff. I actually have the actual plants. I have a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about boxing. I hear you, man. What tips would you give to be starting at 18? Do you think it's late? No, 18 years of age is not late, but you have to dedicate yourself to the sport. You can't be on and off, okay? And you have to have some kind of background in some kind of martial arts or fighting or something, you know? But boxing is a great discipline. You don't have to be in it competitively to benefit from it. The gains of boxing are ridiculous because it gives you discipline. It gives you a certain degree of physical fitness, you know. And then if you're really applying yourself very well and you're very dedicated to the sport of boxing, you're going to have very good health, generally speaking. So those are tremendous pluses. And then of course mental strength, you know, and you learn how to build off your weaknesses. These are the palm trees here. This is my little, I've been taking care of the plants with assistance. It's been very dry this year, last year as well. This is a beautiful plant. It's a croton, and then this is the fern down below, and then we got the cactus right down here. So yeah, but you know, it's a beautiful sport. So of course you can apply yourself at the age of 18. 18 is not too old. But here's the thing. I mean, I'm 45 for crying out loud, right? And I like to throw my punches. I like to do my thing. So, I mean, I like to throw it down. So it's great, but you don't have to do it competitively. You don't even have to do it at the amateur level. You can do it for fun in the gym. You can, you know, spar a couple rounds with some people. You know, you don't have to do all of that extensive thing. It's kind of like any sport, really. You can just do the sport for the love of it and just appreciate it. My thing is this, okay? This is the whole purpose of the channel. It's for you guys to appreciate the sport of boxing, to enjoy it, to relish in it. Like Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I love both guys. Okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like Wilder. I like Tyson Fury. May the best man win, you know? I think that Tyson Fury has been doing it a lot longer, but that doesn't mean he's gonna win. He might lose. He might get knocked out. He may not get knocked out. He might get outpointed. We don't know. Deontay Wilder is a good boxer. And we don't know if they have a good game plan for Tyson Fury. We don't know what Tyson Fury has up his sleeve. You know, he could have a good game plan for Deontay Wilder. So all I'm saying is that, you know, the beauty of boxing is in appreciating. And I want you guys to have appreciation of the sport of boxing. I don't want you just to be tied down to a fighter. It's nice to be tied down to a fighter, to be a fan of a fighter, because when you appreciate what the fighter is doing, you're a fan of them. But it doesn't mean that, I mean, there are boxers out there that don't get a fair shake. Deontay Wilder was one of them, right? But at the same time, man, you know, you can't just lock into a fighter and think that they're boxing. Some people are fans of boxers. They're not fans of the sport. You know what I mean? And you have to appreciation. And similarly, by extension, you should have appreciation for women's boxing, because they're all gladiators going in the ring to war. You have to have a certain mindset to do that. You just have to, okay? And so the fact that these women are doing that shows that they found their niche for what helps them, okay? So I'm just saying, you got to give everybody a fair shake in the sport of boxing, okay? And once you do that, everything goes good, you know what I'm saying? So you at age 18 wanting to get into the sport of boxing professionally, you'll have to goal set based on, you can't even goal set really. Well, you could. It depends on how quickly you learn. You have a lot to pick up in a very, very short time. But a lot of people have started their professional career in their 20s. Bernard Hopkins, Sergey Maravilla Martinez, and Sergio, and several. So it's not impossible, but it is difficult. And you have to be dedicated to the sport of boxing to reach the pinnacle level, the top level, a world champion and so on. So that's what I got to say to you about that. Well, you guys are talking up a storm. So let me see if I can get to you guys each one at a time, okay? So let's start with Steel Worm. Steel Worm Crawl said, I cannot smoke weed. I drive trains. Okay, that's cool. Respect to you, brother. Uh, Browardis says, what tips do you give in starting boxing at age 18? Do you think it's late? So the tips for somebody starting boxing, the first thing you need to understand is your stance. Before you can do anything else, you need to have footwork in boxing and the fundamentals, a jab, or just how you stand in boxing and how you move around. So the first thing that anybody learns in boxing is the box step. Before you even throw a punch, your footwork. How do you move in there? And get used to that and get comfortable with it. Your stance and how you move. So those are some of the first things you do. Also, a lot of training, like in strength training and that kind of thing, you can start building one time. A lot of exercises, a lot of running, that kind of stuff you can start doing initially as you get into the sport of boxing, okay? Uh, Steelworm says, let's talk about boxing, okay? Get the Smoke says, get yourself someone to keep you company at Carnival. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good running solo. I've done it my whole life. It's all right. It's all good. Plus, trust me, I got plenty of company. Plus, my family's coming down to check us out and stuff, so we'll be good. You know, it's the anniversary of my mother's death went a couple of days ago. So, you know, my depression is gone. Today's my birthday, actually. I didn't even let you guys know that, but today's my birthday. And who cares? You know what I'm saying? But says, I stopped smoking weed because I box now over in the UK. The weed is full of chemicals. Okay, I got you. I got you. It's not pure. Steelworm says, I cannot take drugs because I have to take random drug tests. No problem, man. You don't have to take drugs, to be honest with you. Unlike Pacquiao, you like to trash talk Pacquiao. California has every kind of the kind. I hear you, bro. They're making money off of that right now. Bradauer says, yeah, bro, I used to box for a year when I was 14. Nice. Got back in it just now. Good stuff. Keep it going, brother. Steelworm, boxing will give you health if you don't get cracked badly. Well, yeah, I mean, but, you know, I mean, again, I don't think that any of you guys are going to go in a professional gym and try and box professionals. I mean, unless you guys are really nuts. You're going to try and fight somebody at your level or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Do you think it's possible to be world level by 25, 26 if I dedicate my life to it? It's so many things play a role in getting to that level. Okay. First of all, you have to have the right team behind you. Second of all, you got to have a good trainer, somebody who can guide you through the whole process. Because you didn't have no amateur background or nothing, you got to have the right people surrounding you. You know, it's that doesn't just happen like that. You got to have somebody who has a good sense of history and so on, and you trust. So it's not easy to just attain that. I'm just letting you know. But you can be the best that you can be, and that's good enough. World level, nope. Bernard says, yeah, man, I want to reach Olympics by 22. I'm really a quick learner. You gonna, that's, I mean, you in the UK, I don't know, bro. You try. I mean, we have late learners like Anthony Joshua as well. So, you know, go for it. But you got to get a good trainer who you mesh really well with. And, man, you got to dedicate yourself because you're going to have to do a lot of repetition, a lot of things. And it's just, you will have a lot of learning to do. And you have to be involved in a lot of fights, as much amateur fights as you can get. Steelworm says, I think Fury will smoke Wilder this time. I can't say, bro. That's a good fight, though. Steelworm, even if I prefer Wilder because of his style, Wilder gets knockouts, you know what I'm saying? So I guess a lot of people will like him for that. Bro, Wilder says, would you say Errol Spence is a God-given talent because he started late? No. Errol doesn't really do anything. Errol's a very technical fighter. He's extremely technical in what he does. He's very strong. God gifting, no. I would say Terence Crawford's more God gifted than Errol. Terence Crawford fights more off of instinct than Errol does. Errol's more rehearsed, you know, but solid. He's solid all around. I won't say he's God gifted. I mean, his reflexes quick, kinda. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He's not the quickest guy in the world, but you know. But Dara says, happy birthday, bro. Thank you very much. Get the smoke. Errol didn't start that late, but he was better than most right out of the gate. Yeah, but he was sharp. He was strong. He's sharp. He's strong. You can tell he works a lot on his craft. And that's the whole thing. It's about the skills and how you can refine them. You could be the most talented individual out there, but if you don't perfect and hone your skills, what does it matter? And your conditioning, what does it matter? Berdawa says the thing is, over in the UK we get about 10, 12 fights max a year. Well, you're gonna have to have 10, 12 fights max a year. Because you have to learn on the job. You're gonna have to learn a lot of things on the job. The steel worm. Spencer's a beast, but right now Crawford is the real deal. I don't know, man. I still feel Crawford's a bit overhyped. I looked at the Gamboa fight. I didn't want to say this to you guys, but I'm still saying it. Gamboa was outboxing his ass. He was just outboxing him. Completely outboxing him. He was shutting Terrence out and whooping his ass. Gamboa got a little reckless, and that's how he got caught. He's a smaller guy, so he got buzzed, and he didn't recover. But he was buzzing Terrence like crazy. Terrence doesn't show me nothing really special about him. Yeah, he does switch hit and stuff, but I think Errol Spence is a lot tighter a fighter, much sharper a fighter than Errol is. And I know he's naturally bigger. And I know he's naturally stronger. He's probably naturally stronger than Terrence. And Terrence did not show me what I need to see. When I look at him against whatever the kid's name was, Green Machine. What is it? Mean Machine, right? Mean Machine was tagging him. Gamboa was tagging him, okay? These guys were tagging him up, okay? And he's tough, okay? But he ain't no Floyd Mayweather. He ain't no Gervonta Davis. He ain't no he ain't no Lomachenko. He's not a Lomachenko either. You know what I'm saying? He ain't them guys. He gets hit. He's tough, he's strong, but he gets hit. And by guys that, if Gamboa would be tagging his ass up so easy, you shouldn't be having guys like Mean Machine tagging you up. They not on your level. You don't see Gervonta Davis getting tagged up by, he didn't even get tagged up by Gamboa. He didn't even get tagged up by Gamboa. And Gamboa was an A-level fighter, okay? And Terrence get tagged up by everybody. I've seen him face, and they say his plus-minus ratio is good, but look, man, I'm not impressed by him until he steps up in competition and actually faces somebody, which is not happening. I'm hearing now he's gonna face Chris Van Herdeen. And guess who knocked out Chris Van Herdeen? Okay, even though I still didn't think he got knocked out. He could have still gone a little longer, but Errol knocked out Chris Van Herdeen, okay? Errol did what he's supposed to do to them guys. Even the switch hitter guy, I forgot what his name is, that Keith Thurman knocked down, but he never stopped. Errol got him out of there. Slumped his ass, okay? That's what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to do that to them guys, okay? Terrence doing what he's supposed to do to the level of competition he's facing. The only guys I told you that really he impressed me with was Felix Diaz. All right, he impressed me with Felix Diaz, and he impressed me with the other kid. I can't remember what his name is. He did not knock out a Victor Postol, and he wasn't going to knock him out. He was never going to happen. Okay, he dropped him a couple times, but he never knocked him out. He has never knocked out anybody under 3 rounds. He's never done that. Okay, so he's a boxer. He's a boxer, really. He's not even a puncher. I don't think he punches hard. His last couple fights, he looked spectacular because he's facing inferior opposition. But you put him in there with them step-ups, and you're going to see what he really is. That's what I truly believe. And I guess a lot of you guys are not going to agree with me on that, but that's what I think. I still think he's overhyped. I think you guys are overhyping him. He's not better than Errol Spence, in my opinion. I think Errol Spence is sharper. I think he has much more precise footwork. I think Terrence has got more instinctual skills of fighting. I think Terrence has good footwork, but he's predictable. He does certain shuffles. He does certain things in his body language that tells us what he's going to do next. I'm just letting y'all guys know. He switch hits and stuff like that, and that's cool. But Nothing that Errol never faced before. Errol faced a number of switch hitters. He's also faced a number of southpaws. Ain't nothing special about that. Manny Pacquiao seen Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford ain't gonna present nothing to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ain't seen before. I'm just telling y'all. You know, I don't understand the hype, but it is what it is. I don't see this. This guy hasn't performed to the level of these guys that he never faced a Danny Garcia. We don't know how he's gonna do against Danny Garcia. He's never faced a Danny Garcia before. And Danny Garcia is not easy. He's a beast. Y'all getting it twisted. Danny Garcia is a beast. Again, I'm just speaking purely from boxing perspective. I don't care. I'm not a Danny Garcia fan like that. I like Terrence Crawford. I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, but I ain't clouded in my judgment about him. I still think he's overhyped. I think he's good. He's solid. I just don't think the level of opposition he's faced has ever been like the level of opposition he has now to face. I just don't think so. And that's why, like I said to you guys before, y'all talking about he won't sleep this guy, he's much superior to this guy and this other guy and this other. I looked at the Gamboa fight and Gamboa was beating his ass. Little ass Gamboa. How little ass Gamboa be beating up Terrence Crawford? Okay, he tougher, he bigger, he stronger. I get that. But how? You know, what's he gonna do when he's not tougher, bigger, and stronger? Oh, he gonna try and box? Okay. I just don't see what you guys see. That's why I'm not convinced about him yet. But he's good though. Don't get it wrong, he's good. If I were to build a record to 25-0 fighting journeyman, wouldn't I get a world title shot? Nope. Not necessarily. Especially in Europe. Nope. But you might get some regional titles and stuff. But that's a big if you get past 25-0. You know. Them journeyman gonna seem tougher than you think. It's not as easy as it sounds, my friend. Crawford body punches give him the edge, in my opinion. When last has he gone to the body like that, though? When last? What fight did he go to the body? And put on a body assault or a body attack? I never really seen him do that. Errol Spence do that, religiously, but he don't do that. Steelworm says nobody is Floyd. I'm not saying that anybody is Floyd. I'm just saying that Errol Spence is not Floyd. Danny Garcia ain't Floyd. Sean Porter's not Floyd. Canelo's not Floyd. He's Floyd-like in some respect, but he ain't Floyd. You know what I mean? Pacquiao isn't Floyd. I'm just saying, I praise all these guys, right? I'm saying to you that the level of opposition this guy has faced, this is all I've been saying. I'm saying it over and over again. The level of opposition this guy has faced does not convince me, and the way how he's performed against them has not convinced me that he's ready. Oh, he can just comprehensively run through. Maybe he can beat them, but I don't think he can run through them guys like how you guys making it sound. That's propaganda by Top Rank. And I don't think those guys are afraid to face him either. I don't see it. Steelworm Crawl says that's for sure. Bradell says, or get picked by a big promoter. Got to go, man. I have to sleep. Keep up the good work. Peace to you, Steelworm Crawl. Tommy Temple says, happy birthday, old boy. All right, man. Thank you very much. All right, so good. Okay. Tips on how to attract best promoters in the game. Oh, when you perform very well in the amateurs, they'll find you. You won't even have to find them. They'll find you. Yeah. So there's no, you don't need to have tips for that. You just have to perform and perform very well and stand out. But you shouldn't be studying all of that. That's for down the road. What you have to do right now is master the fundamentals. The first thing you need to do is know how to stand correctly and how to move correctly and get your orientation inside of a ring. And for that, you need to have strengthened muscles, and you need to get used to the posture and the stances and how to throw a punch and all that stuff. So you're not really interested right now. If you're going to take that first step, first thing you need to do is make sure your fundamentals are sound. You can't be thinking all the way down the road like that. You got to be thinking in small steps, you know. But now it says, bro, I've been boxing for 9 months now, nearly 19. That's very good. Okay, so you know all of that stuff already, hopefully. Hopefully your techniques are getting better. Then what you just got to do is just keep on applying those techniques and applying those things and strengthening yourself, getting stronger and stronger. What weight class are you at? Oh, you're bantamweight. Okay. All right, so you're in the Rigos division. So you're looking at guys like Guillermo Rigondeaux, now Inui, Tete, and those kinds of guys. You're 5'9". Woo, you freakishly tall for a bantamweight, though. Shit, you're tall. Damn, 118 pounds, 5'10". God damn, you a freak. How you making that? Yeah, but how you making that weight? What you walk around with, though? What's your walk around weight? Bantamweight is not 118 pounds? That's ridiculously small, man. 5'10", 118 pounds. Good God. Featherweight's 126, 122. Super bantamweight, 118 pounds. Is shit, that's crazy. Dude, how you managed to do that? You 5'10"? Dude, you gotta put some meat on them bones. You need to fight at featherweight or something. That's too small. I think it's featherweight, bro. Dude, bantamweight is 118 pounds. Super bantamweight is 122, featherweight is 126, super featherweight is 130. That's insane. You are a teenager though, so you're filling out. Well, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Currently you're fighting at bantamweight, so that means you must be fast as hell. You just keep on working on your time and just keep on working on your craft, bro. Just keep on working on your craft. You know? That's the best thing you can do. Be consistent. Get your rest where you need to get your rest. Eat healthy. Don't eat crap. Don't eat crap. Eat healthy. That's your foundation to get you strong. The stronger you are, the greater your chances of really doing well in boxing. You gotta be physically strong. You gotta be mentally strong. Those are two very important things. You know? And mentally strong doesn't mean that you're stupid, okay? Mentally strong doesn't mean take a whole set of punches. Don't ever do that. It's not cool taking punches. Mentally strong means you stay with your game plan and you don't get hit as much as possible. You know, you try not to get hit. You know what I'm saying? But Dawa says, yeah, man, that's what I'm doing. I have quite a bit of power. You would? 5'10", you like a long, rangy. When you tee off with that lever, I can only imagine when you turn that shit over. You're taller than Jorge Linares, man. You're a big dude. That's good, but listen, here's the thing. You also have to prepare yourself for when your opponents land on you. Okay, so do make sure you strengthen yourself. You gotta strengthen yourself, brother. And you gotta eat healthy. And don't take no unnecessary punishment. How's the inside game? Anybody teaching you how to fight on the inside? Or you haven't reached that point, so I won't bother with that. Do you know ways to build power? Yeah. Check out Coach Eric Bradley's channel, Master Boxing. Check out Master Boxing on YouTube. He'll show you how to get more power off your punches. Yeah, I know you're rangy. I know you're tall and long, but you gotta learn how to collapse yourself and fight on the inside. You must have all-around game, okay? But that's for another time. But you can always ask your trainer or coach You know, and if they don't know how to show you how to fight on the inside, then find a coach or trainer to teach you how to fight on the inside. The sooner you start mixing up your game and getting all facets of your game, so you have no weak spots, the better you will be. Power is cool, you know, but you want to have power at any range. You must be dangerous at any range. So you have to have those short chopping shots as well on the inside. Still keeping your defense tight. Okay? I'm gonna catch you guys later. I gotta go make some turns. I was just testing out a device. This right here on the side here, it's another Croton. Very colorful, very pretty. I had to keep them out the sun. It was just brutal out here. I'm right in front of my door right now, in front of the house, but yeah. Hey man, no problem, man. No problem. Anytime. Anytime. You gotta be careful though with those short, compact fighters that come on the inside. You know, especially now where you don't have no inside game like that. You gotta be careful of those guys. How can you control those guys? You control them with your feet and you control them with your hands. I'll give you one short little illustration of this when I go inside. Give me a minute. So, are you orthodox or southpaw? Yeah, but there's ways to control a guy also with your feet. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. You can actually walk to a guy. You're orthodox. Good. That's good. All right, let me show you something. Let me mount the camera up on the camera stand. It might be sideways though. Oh well, I'm gonna figure out something. I'm mounting this camera up on this camera stand here. My problem is, but you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on a second. I'll tell you what. Slacking that, man. Just tighten. What the hell am I doing? What's the wrong one? It's the wrong button. It's the right button. Slack. This is tight. Okay. Hold on one second. Just put something here. So why? Wait. I might be able to. Yeah, jam up on that. Yeah. Whoa. Oh fuck. Son of a bitch. Stay. Get you. What is wrong with this thing? Hold on a second. 1 second. Stay. There you go. Don't fall now. I won't break my camera. Fall. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Man, I don't understand it either. Whatever. I really tightened that fucker and still didn't. No. Still dropping. Too heavy? Apparently. Leave that. Try it. Why are you pushing forward, motherfucker? Don't push forward. And don't fall back. This bitch. It's falling back now. Alright, fine. Oh, fucking asshole. Okay, sorry about all the cussing and stuff. Alright, so let me try and explain what I was talking about with controlling with the feet. I'm gonna just have it easier. Yeah. Alright, so you're not gonna see my feet, but you're still gonna see my movement. So for example, I am orthodox, right? And this guy here, he's coming at me here, okay? So I control him with the jab, but as I'm controlling him, I'm pivoting this way. So he's always on the outside of my forearm. he gotta come over my forearm to get me. And guess what? I'm circling away from him counter, right? So it's like a shuffle, right? And I'm circling and I'm keeping him at bay here. So you can't see my feet. My feet in the remote footwork. That's no problem. But I sidestep him, I shuffle, I sidestep him, and I keep him off me with my forearm. He might want to dip down below, so I head control him this way, right? If he dip down, I keep my hand down with his head. I'm watching his head. The whole idea is for this hand, this whole forearm, to always kind of be off at an angle so that you can rest it up on the guy's head or on his body and head control or body control him. So he always like this. He always like this. He gotta go like this. He try to dip under, but every time he try to dip under, I check him with the arm. I check him with the hand. And then I shuffle with the feet. So the feet be shuffling off. So I shuffle off with the feet like this, and I'm pushing off of him like that. So I'm always keeping him off on an angle. And my shoulder sort of protects my head. You see what I'm saying? So you're trying to basically ward off a guy, but at the same time, let me show you something else, okay? So if a guy's coming, I can't really demonstrate it properly because I don't have another person to help me out, but if there was another person with me, you would see it even better. But in addition, I'm gonna show you how you can walk to a guy, closing range, but again, you can head control him because of this. So like, you're a long guy, like I am. I'm 5'10" myself, right? So I'm popping the jab. Sometimes I pop it and leave it out there because I got my shoulder here, kind of like what Sergey Kovalev do. So I pop it out there, and I'm turning him, right? I'm turning him, right? But as I turn him, I decide to step to him. So I step in, I step him to him, I shuffle in. I can change levels and shuffle in, right? Like that. And when I change levels and shuffle in, this forearm always there. So I jam up on him with the forearm, okay? Whether I'm gonna jam up on him or I'm gonna, because this is an extension of your shoulder. If I collapse this, the shoulder's there. You see it? It's an extension of this. This is an extension of this. This whole thing is an extension. The jab is an extension of this collapsed forearm off at an angle. Always trying to get the guy off at an angle, which is an extension of the shoulder. All right? So if I drop this, my shoulder's still protecting me. And I slide in on him like that. That's what you do when you're a tall guy. You don't have to only slide in and clinch. You slide in and bump him at an angle. Keep your angle on him. Still keep pivoting. That's where the footwork come in. Learn to bend your knees. Even though you long and rangy, crumple it. Sit into it and pivot. Now you compact. You know who does that very well? It's the guy that's right now the unified, I believe he's the IBF and WBA champion at super lightweight, right? The kid that beat right, just recently beat, I forgot what his name is. He does it very well. He's long and rangy, but he can also fight on the inside. But you have to understand, it's the same principle. Constantly. You're off at an angle. You're constantly using your feet to get into position. Okay? And that same principle that you use on the outside, it's the same principle you use on the inside, but you close the distance. But it's closing the distance by crumpling the arm. So if I'm going to come in on you, I'm going to crumple on you like this. This collapses to here. From here to here. Right up on him to here. Okay? So from out here, okay, to here, but I'm not going to come straight in. How am I going to come? Coming off an angle. So here I am, here I am, here I am. I'm trying to find you, okay? Keep on pivoting. Entry point, right? So entry point, up, all right? Still pivoting. Up and under, okay? Gotta bend your knees to do that. So that's the key. That's how you close the distance on a guy. You're still protecting yourself coming off the line. It's like you're throwing a jab, but you're not throwing a jab now. You're collapsing the arms. And you're going to use this off an angle. It's still off the jabbing angle. You see? I can't really fully explain it because I can't really show you in a proper demonstration. But I think you're getting the idea. That's how. So you don't have to fight on the outside. Tyson Fury does it very well as well. No, don't try it in sparring. First try it in shadow boxing. Do some shadow boxing. Do some shadow boxing first before you even try and spar it. I don't want you to get hurt in sparring because your chin is exposed or something. So I want you to try and do it in shadow boxing. Talk to your coach about closing the distance. Talk to your coach about fighting on the inside. Okay? Fighting on the inside is just tighter than fighting on the outside. So where you may do wider pivots on the outside, you do shorter pivots on the inside. Very short pivots. Very short pivots on the inside. All right? On the outside, it's a wider pivot. Right? So the outside game is not as physical as the inside game, but it is similar. Just that the inside game is more compact, and you use your shoulders, you use your forearms, okay? You use your feet to pivot one way or the other, okay? You use your feet to pivot. It's much more precise, quicker, sharper, and more compact. So you got real quick short punches. Then you gotta get back in position and protect yourself, right? So, right? Right? You gotta be quicker on the inside, all right? But it's a sense of timing as well. So I don't know what your pace, your speed is. I don't know what your footwork is. I don't know none of those things. Okay? And as you learn to be more in balance, which is another thing for another time, you'll be able to do it a lot more effectively. Okay? And get your timing down, all of that. You'll learn how to ride off of another guy's body as well. And then you'll be able to feel a guy from the outside. You'll be able to feel him. Because, see, that's a long story. But feinting has a lot to do with how you can feel out a guy. When you feint a certain way to see what they're going to do. Right? Beautiful boxing. Boxing's like dancing. All right, man. I got to go, guys. I'm going to catch you guys later. It was nice talking to you guys on what you need. If you guys like this channel, don't forget you can donate to this channel via Western Union MoneyGram. Just ask me for details. Also, you can share these videos. And you can also, if you want to, you can also comment on the videos as well. I'm going to catch you guys later. It's nice talking boxing with you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace. Instagram, no, I got Twitter. But my Twitter is filled with a lot of Release the Snyder Cut stuff because I have another channel called Christ I Am Disciple where I talk movies. I'm really on the Snyder Cut and releasing the Snyder Cut right now. And that's my primary focus. But, hey, catch me on Twitter handle. My Twitter handle is at AEPGM42. AEPGM42. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. I'm out.